And with that, we are done. And now it is time for tonight's live stream. So let's go straight to our main session and join up with our team. Shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Sorry, excuse me. Hopefully we're... Yep, okay. We're roughly all good here. Roughly. Think so. Yep, that'll do. Okay.
Hello.
I joined at the right moment, apparently.
No, I was about to do my Cobra Commander impression.
No, thank you.
Thank you for saving us.
You're welcome.
Don't be dramatic.
Anyway, hello everybody, and welcome
Hi.
to Perception Check. Tonight, we're live on the JCG server, once again, for everyone to enjoy. So, let's have an introduction of everybody while we're here. So, joining us tonight, we have the standard team as you know them and love them. We have Magnus being played by Chopper.
Yo!
We got Trilly being played by Aeon.
Hello.
We got Goldie being played by Caitlin.
I'm back, motherfuckers.
Wow.
We've got Zelion being played by Dell.
Hello.
And Mugbeard being played by Raven.
Hello.
And I am Brownie, your dungeon master for tonight. So, hope you guys are all sitting comfortably. What, you didn't think, what, you thought I was just the magical voice in your head?
Yes.
Are you not?
Am
Am I not insane?
Well, tell me, why do you hear all these other people's voices?
I thought I
friends.
was schizophrenic.
Schizophrenic.
Dell had it as well!
Oh, we both got... Yeah.
Anywho! Well played with that one. Anyway, let's start off with, of course, the recap. So, in the land of Manu, quite a bit of distance away from the city of Hope Key, which situates itself in the central of this area, a team of unlikely combined heroes have decided to venture off, or requesting the appearance of themselves in the city of Hope Key under the role of Titanus. Titanus has called our heroes, and after a little bit of, shall we say, practicing, the team have worked together and are now venturing forth to the city of Helix to meet up and get some information on the Black Pen, as well as save it from an insect infestation. Along the way, though, the team were ambushed by a team of gnolls who, with some very bad luck as well as some great game of peekaboo, managed to last the team long enough to call in some reinforcements. But the team managed to escape, as well as bring along one of the survivors from this ambush, a little girl by the name of Annabelle. The team decided to stop off at a little place called the Caster, and there they met up with a very colorful looking character by the name of Villas, who, in a gesture of goodwill, decided to let the team stay for the free night due to what happened to Annabelle's father, who sadly perished in the Knoll attack. After spending the night, the team decided that it was best to split up in order to verify what exactly was going on. Zelion decided to put himself forward to stay with Annabelle at the Caster, with the payment of Magnus being happily given for this situation, while the others decided to leave the Caster and continue their way to Helix with a map drawn by Annabelle. And that is where we are picking up. So,
We're gonna get fucking lost.
our mighty team, let's see what's going on here. So, first of all, we're going to start off at the Caster. So, Zelion, as you have watched your friends, teammates, whatever word you want to call them, they've all left the Caster and have now left you on the inside with Annabelle. Currently, about 2 hours have passed, and for the little majority of that time, nothing seems to really happen. The weather gets a little bit colder, and Annabelle is still feeling a little distraught after, obviously, last night's conversation. But
You told her?
they accidentally told her, to be specific. Let's
You
just
morons.
say they told the nice cat, they told Villas, but they didn't keep the volume down.
Great job, guys.
It wasn't me for once.
In fairness, it wasn't. In fairness, it wasn't. But anywho, so 2 hours have gone by. So Zelion, what are you doing?
Oh, okay. Well, I know. Okay, so I noticed Annabelle is down. Okay, where is she currently?
Annabelle is currently sitting at the spot where you guys were sleeping, which is currently right here. I love Roll20 for the record.
Alright, so
Yeah.
okay, so I noticed that Annabelle's looking distraught, and so I decided to sit down right beside her.
So Annabelle notices you sitting down. She sort of looks up, and you see that her eyes are still a little bit red from a little bit of crying that she had done during the night. But she sort of is just there. She's adjusting the slightly worn out red dress that she currently has on. She's sort of fiddling on the bottom of it. She's sort of clenching it in her fists, and she's just looking down a little bit. And she's currently got her hand... she's got one hand clutching the dress and another hand just gently on her side. She's sort of clutching what looks like basically around the pocket area, if that makes sense.
Right. I just look at her and try to warm a smile I can give her. Hey, how are you holding up?
She looks up to you and just looks away for a brief moment. Fine, I guess. What about you? I mean, your comrades have just, they've just gone off.
I shrug. They'll be fine. They can take care of themselves.
We die instantly. Thanks.
Shush! You're not even here.
you get a nagging at the back of your minds that Goldie is saying this. Anywho, so Annabelle just sort of briefs up a little bit. She's just quietly nods and just happily agrees. You then see that she pulls out something out of her pocket. She pulls out what looks like a small white handkerchief. Make a perception check, Zelion.
Okay, roll 1d20 plus my perception plus 14.
14. Okay. You glance down, and as you look at the handkerchief, you can see that the handkerchief is actually quite well made. Unlike sort of one that's sort of been sort of loitering around that a lot of people will use as sort of like a standard style handkerchief, this one is very well kept and actually quite clean. There's an odd bit of blood, obviously, from the recent scuffle. But you can also see faintly that there is something inside the clenched up handkerchief, to be specific.
Can I attempt to get a better look?
I'd say you can't at the moment, because obviously that's the best you can see at the moment because it's clenched up still.
Okay. So I kind of point to the handkerchief and I ask, "What?" There.
Annabelle just sort of looks up briefly and goes, "Oh, it's something my dad gave me, or rather, my mother." And she slightly begins to unravel it. And then she looks up at you with just sort of a smile. "I was told that I can't let anyone else see this, but since I trust you, I'll let you have a brief look as long as you promise not to tell.
Hey, I promise.
You find out it's a dead hand.
Zelion, okay, she's actually going to make an insight check.
I'm going to make an insight check, and
No,
Zelyon's male, by the way.
Oh, sorry. No. I mean, Annabelle is gonna make an insight check on you, actually. Now I have. No, obviously I won't say anything here. I'll just ask you to respond in response. Wow. Okay.
It was
Okay.
a natural 20, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
You absolute fucker!
It was a natural 20. It generally was a natural 20. I'm not joking.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
wow.
She looks over you and she basically says, well, let's put it this way. She's basically discerning if you're telling the absolute truth. Because of that 20, you have to say the absolute truth. So, do you promise not to tell anyone, not even your comrades?
I put a hand over my heart, and with one hand, and then with the other hand, I just kind of hold it up and say, I solemnly swear I won't tell a single soul. Believe me, I can keep a secret.
She just looks down at the handkerchief for a brief moment and sighs. Then she unravels it further, and inside you can see unraveled in this handkerchief that there are two items. One is a really small figurine. The small figurine is basically wooden carved. It is in the shape of a toy soldier. And the second object is a small pendant. The pendant is...
Oh no, I'm getting fucking Dark Souls flashback. The shit pendant! The fucking shit pendant!
The pendant is a silver chained pendant, and attached to it is a pure silver locket. It's decorated with little flowers over it, and on the top, you can just see for a brief moment there is a small dial on the top. You see Annabelle just briefly just do it, basically just hold the pendant just gently in her hand. She's holding the locket in her palm, and she shows it to you. This pendant, it was a gift from my mother.
Okay.
It's very close, and I was told to not let anybody ever get the chance to get a close look at this.
Okay. I just kind of assess the items, and then just kind of nod. I see. Is there a reason why you need to keep this a secret? Or can you not tell me?
She tenses up for a moment and then just goes quiet. She then just gently clicks the dial on the top, and then she turns it roughly about 90 degrees to the left. And then you hear a little click. And then you see the locket open up. And on the inside, you can see that on the inside of the lid, there is still the flower pattern as before. But on the inside, you see 6 colored jewels. On the not 6 different colored ones, sorry. You see 6 jewels, sorry. You see 5 jewels along the outside of it, all dotted red. They are small. They are pure rubies. And in the center, you see...
I can see where this is going.
You see a clear gold gem in the middle.
I know where this is going.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh, well,
We're not there, so we
Yeah,
can't
you
comment.
guys aren't there, so you hush.
Motherfucker!
right, you guys can't react. I kind of look.
They're not allowed to react. This is pure you. Could someone shoot that meta pigeon down?
Okay, can't shoot. Okay, do I have any okay, so is it? Do I have any knowledge of what this means?
You can make make either a perception or investigation check, please. I'll let you make one of the two. Just tell me what exactly you're wanting to do.
I'm gonna make an investigation check.
Okay, what are you exactly investigating about it?
To see if I know of any history involving this locket or the gems within it,
Okay.
whether they hold any special significance.
Okay, that's fair enough.
And I have a +3 investigations. So,
21. Okay. As you look over, what you think by looking over it, you can tell purely that the red gems, they are pure rubies. And because of your knowledge of at least looking around, you can tell that if these rubies were to sell, they would be worth about 20 gold apiece. As for the gem in the middle, you can tell something is off about it, but you can't put your finger what.
I know what it is.
Okay, guys, you guys may know. I'm not familiar enough with D&D to know what you guys are
No,
on
I'm
about.
not familiar, but I can make a pretty fucking good guess of what it is.
Same here.
Okay, anyway, Chris.
Yes. Oh, sorry. On the other side of the locket, though, I forgot to mention, on the other side of the locket, you see a picture of a human girl. But the picture is actually quite worn out. You can tell that from what you've seen of it, the picture is roughly from about, because of how it looks, from about 80 years ago. And you can see this woman in this slightly dark-toned picture. She has a faint blonde hair. And in the blonde hair, you see what looks like a flower tiara around her. She's wearing this elegant-looking dress, and you can see the same locket in the picture as this one that you currently are seeing.
Huh. Interesting.
She looks up at you for a moment. What's interesting? It's just a picture of my grandma.
This is your grandmother?
Yes. Her name's Katrina. That's all I know about her, but this necklace is told to be passed down from generation to generation, and I was told it was to give it to the strongest woman around. The fact I couldn't save my daddy, it means I probably don't even deserve this.
I just look at Annabelle. Hey, don't you dare say something. Hey? Look, I don't know what exactly happened that resulted in you and your father getting ambushed, but it was not your fault. That happened up till now was your fault. Understand?
She nods just briefly. But still... And just 1 second. Okay. Sorry, carry on.
Right. I just kind of look at once more, doing this to memorize the picture, and debate to myself to look into the gold gem at a later date, and just kind of gingerly close the locket, making sure doing my absolute best not to damage it in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. At this point, as you close this up, you actually hear the gates begin to open. And you actually hear the sound of footsteps. As you look up from your spot, a cloaked figure begins to walk inside. The figure is dressed in a gentle, in a sort of a free-flowing grey cloak. It's covering the entire of their body, but the only thing you can see of them is on their lower bit that isn't covered, you can see a pair of grey metallic boots.
Okay, okay, is the locket still in Annabelle's possession, or do I currently have it?
The locket is still with Annabelle.
Oh. I kind of gestured to her to kind of put the locket away just to be safe.
Okay, give me a second.
Focus my attention on the stranger.
Okay.
Just wondering who they are.
Okay. The figure makes their way inside. The figure looks over in your direction. Basically, at the moment, the only people who are inside are you and Annabelle, this figure, and Villis. Villis comes out and sort of greets the figure and is just like, my young friend, welcome to the Casta. I am Master Villis. It is a pleasure to meet you. Now tell me, good sir, what brings you to my establishment?
Luigi, is that you?
Jesus.
We had Luigi this week, and last week we had Dracula. Blah.
Yeah. I don't say blah, blah, blah.
Look,
I had to make
I
that
don't
reference.
go blah, blah, blah.
I had to make that reference. I apologize.
No, that's fine. I'll allow it. So, the figure sort of bows a bit and just doesn't say a word. He looks over in your direction, Zillion, and begins to walk forward.
okay. I kind of stand, eyeing the cloaked figure warily. I put myself between Andrew and Annabelle just in case they try doing anything funny.
Okay. The figure notices you doing this and stops. He then looks up. And at this point, the figure just raises his hand. And he looks like he's just sort of giving you a wave.
What are you buying?
Giving me away? What?
He's just sort of just stood up there. He then walks forward and...
Oh, a wave. Oh, I just kind of raise my hand, just still being still wary.
Okay. Well, he turns towards you, but then he takes a few feet. He then stops and then walks towards the river, going right by you. Make a perception check, please.
Okay. Roll 1d20. Okay. Plus the perception.
21! Okay, 21 again!
Such good numbers. Next, okay, guys, I am not kidding. When it's our go, we're gonna get shit numbers. We're gonna get fucking shit numbers.
You never know.
Yeah, never know. So, the figure walks by, and a gentle wind blows up the hood. And when the hood blows up, you get a clear look at the face. You know who this figure is.
Oh, fuck him.
The figure walks by, and as he walks by you, he gives a smile. The figure has an arrow wound right through the center of his skull.
Wait. No.
The figure turns out, the figure looks at you and goes, "It's been a while, Zillion."
What?
That is fucking bullshit. How is he alive? I fucking barbecued the bastard.
Wait.
Click.
The figure smiles at you, but he doesn't have a smirk. He has a gentle smile. The figure is Marco.
I figured it was Marco. Phew.
Yeah, it's Marco, not Voro. It's Marco.
Okay, and
Yeah.
okay, I look at the figure and I just relieved and I relax when I realize who this is.
If that was raw, I was going to say, fucking hell, can they fucking revive themselves or what?
Somebody could.
Yeah, and it was
Marco just looks.
Phew, Marco,
He just looks at you.
it's just you.
He just looks at you for a moment and just smiles. It's been a while, young bard. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing all right. Great. In fact, I mean, how about you? I mean, you just kind of vanished on us, and we haven't seen or heard from you since.
He just sort of shrugs a bit and goes, "Well, I felt like it wasn't fair to say goodbye probably like this. I mean, it's kind of hard concerning what you guys have done, and I didn't want you to, well, let's just say, see me a little upset."
No, it's fine. Okay, am I still close to Annabelle? Where are we currently?
Currently Annabelle's still right behind you. She's sort of tensing up a little bit at the sight of this man who's just come in. He then looks. He then looks down. He then looks down at you for a moment. And God damn it! In the chat, I just saw that in the chat. Who put Polo? I'm glad somebody remembers it. So Voro just sort of looks over, just looks around for a brief moment. Where's Goldie and the rest of the team?
I kind of, I just kind of grimace a bit. Yeah, we kind of separated. The others are on their way to Helix right now.
What? Wait, did you guys get into a fight or something?
Oh, yeah. A lot of things happened while you were gone. I kind of turned towards Annabelle as I say.
Marco just looks down for a brief moment and notices the little girl. You're babysitting now?
Hey. She's just go easy on her, okay? She's been through a lot recently. She just father and, well, let's just say, well, we just ended up in a bit of a pinch. But we're okay. And gosh, this might take some explaining. I do my best to explain the situation to Marco to upset Annabelle.
So Marco sits down close to you. And he listens for about the 10 minutes it takes for you to explain everything exactly to the detail. And you then see that he ponders for a little bit. And then smiles and just feels a bit more relieved. Well, that's a relief. I was honestly a bit concerned that the worst had happened and only you survived.
Oh, jeez. Believe me, if that happened, then I wouldn't be this relaxed, trust me.
That is true. So, little Annabelle, you've lost your father? She sort of just nods slowly and quietly. Yes, it's kind of tough right now, but if it wasn't for Zelion here and the rest of the team that he was traveling with, I don't even know if I would have even survived. And Marco just sort of smiles and just looks back at you. Always eager to help the one in need. Reminds me when you guys all helped me.
I just smile at him. Yeah. just we're just doing the right thing. I kind of give Annabelle a gentle pat on the head.
She sort of just shrugs a little bit, like. And Marco sort of chuckles a bit and then looks back at you. Well, as much as this is a fun little moment, I should probably best be going. Tell me, you said that the rest of them have all headed off to Helix, right?
Yeah. Oh, is there any... were you on your way over there? What?
No, I actually came by to basically I was actually on my way to Costico. I'm planning on boarding a ferry there to take me out to the mainland.
Oh. What? At least say goodbye to the rest of us, you wanker.
Wait, we're on an island?
Yeah, this is now your first notion, Zelion, that the land of Monu is basically an island. And
I got drunk and went on an island?
In fact, I can tell you right now, the land you guys are on, there are there are 3 separate islands, sorry. Monu is the largest and most populated of the 3, but the other 2 islands have their own situation, but they all still have their own civilization as well.
What is this, Wind Waker?
Well,
Might as well be this music. Marco just looks at you and goes, basically, there's a ferry that leaves out of Costico, and it heads off to the... where is it? And he sort of briefs down and looks at a piece of paper that he received. You get a glimpse at... You see this paper slightly worn and torn, and he glances and goes, the port of Arbester.
Arbester? Do I have any knowledge of this place?
Make a history. You have no knowledge because you have not stepped foot off the land of Monu. Basically, none of you have stepped foot off Monu, obviously except for one of you, but I think they know who they are.
Right.
Isn't that right, somebody? Who fell asleep on a boat?
Okay.
All right.
I kind of, my eyes widened for a brief moment at the mention of Costico. Wait, you said you were on your way to Costico?
Yes. The ferry is leaving in about 2 days, so if I pick up pace, I think I should be able to get there just in time.
Yeah. Sure if the way to Costico is safe at the moment. I told you about the Knoll attack, right?
Yeah, yes, you did, yes.
Yeah. And not only that, but that's actually the way that... And not only that, but actually Annabelle and her father were on their way to Costico before they got attacked, so...
He just looks down briefly and goes, I see.
She's got family in Costico, and right now we're kind of on our quest, but we do plan on taking Annabelle to Costico afterwards.
You see him ponder for a little bit and then glance up at little Annabelle. You then see him ponder an idea, then looks back at you. Why don't I take Annabelle off your hands?
What? Really?
I'm heading that direction. Plus, I'm pretty sure you would want to go catch up with the others. Though, probably knowing the luck, they probably have got a bit of distance, so you would have to hurry up to get there. But, I mean, I don't want to trouble you, but at the same time, I think it is the least if I'm going in that direction.
Right. I kind of look at Annabelle. What do you think?
Is this guy trusting? I mean, he looks like a, You see her tense up, and then you see Marco just look up for a moment. I look like what? Some kind of thug? Hooligan? And you see her just nod slowly at the mention of each word.
Yeah. Kind of laugh nervously and just give her a reassuring pat on the shoulder. Hey. Marco looks rough around the edges, but he's not a bad person. He's not a bad person. He's some ordeals himself.
Yes, I'm afraid I've been through a few, but it's thanks to Zelion and the others and all their adventures and expertise that made me realize that what I was doing was wrong. So I figured it's the least I can do by doing my best. I mean, under the request of, well, Titanus, he suggested that maybe I should go out and explore a new path for myself, and I figured if I start by doing a good deed, maybe it can at least put me on the path of finding what I want to do with myself.
I give it some thought. Well, I appreciate the offer, Marco. I really do, and I'm happy to know that you do want to do something right. I guess I'm just with the null attack and everything. What if you encounter? I mean, how well equipped are you exactly?
You see him smirk, and then you see him pull back the cloak, and you can see that compared to the bandit garbs that he wore when you last saw him, he is now decked out in quite a fancy-looking suit of armor. He's sort of wearing a nice chest plate, and he's still wearing sort of the bandit clothes that he still has underneath, but the chainmail goes over the top. He has a pair of arm gauntlets with his fingers sticking through them, almost like fingerless gloves, and you can see attached to him that instead of the weapons that he had before, you see this long sword that is incredibly fancy and is looking very well kept.
What? Whoa!
Where the fuck did you get that, mate?
Where?
Titanus just smirks a little bit and goes,
Titanus.
Oh, sorry, not Titanus. Fuck! Sorry, I had to tell you things. I had notes in my head, sorry.
Okay.
Well, I actually got these from Helix.
Wait, you just came from Helix?
Yes.
Wait, how long ago? Wait, how long ago did look towards the door? Did you not? I mean, how long ago did you come from there?
I literally just got here. I was riding in the back. I was riding in the back of a cart that was nearby and stuff like that. Basically, a nearby farmer decided to give me some shelter, and well, he basically dropped me off here. Said it was best if I got some information here, saying that the caster was a good place to go, and I'd heard only rumors of this place, so I figured I'd check it out. I came from...
You didn't go... Mm-hmm.
But I literally just came from Helix about... I'd say late last night. To be specific, to give you guys a timestamp, when you guys entered the caster, he had arrived at the farmer's house that was actually close by about an hour later.
Oh.
But, to put it blunt, none of you did a perception check around the area. You did inside, not outside.
Which means
Wasn't even there.
which means it's bugless right now. We're sailing and we're going into what is essentially a peaceful village.
Okay, I kind
Fuck!
I kind of grabbed Marco by the shoulder. What exactly is the state of Helix right now?
State of Helix right now. It's actually kind of bad.
Oh, that's wrong.
Wait, how bad are we talking about, Marco?
He sort of sighs and looks over at Annabelle, just sort of concerned, and then looks back at you. From what we've gathered, the southern wall has been breached.
My eyes widen. Oh no! I reached into my bag only to realize that I don't have I forgot that I have the raven with me. I remember giving it to Trillian. I'm like,
Yep.
Fucked. We're totally
We done fucked up.
And
And it was my idea to take the raven!
Anyway, okay, but the southern wall has basically been breached, but not by much. From what we know, from what has been gathered, scorpion tails sort of breached through and have made some holes in the wall. They're still holding, but right now, well, let's just say if you go to the southern wall, chances are you're going to be breached by quite a few scorpions.
Okay, I can't. I look, Mark. Look, I look at the door to the Costa, and I kind of contemplate the situation. Look back at Marco, and I just kind of grab him by the shoulders, and I'm like, "Hey, listen. Listen? I know this is a lot to ask, but do you think you can wait to go to Costico at least for a little bit, or two?"
He looks over at Annabelle, then back at you. The girl, right?
Yeah, look, I know, as much as I appreciate you wanting to take Annabelle yourself, I am worried about the state of the roads and both of your safety, okay? Okay? As much as I'm sure you can handle yourself just fine, but right now my concern is Annabelle, and so I need to let the others know then I need to warn the others right now. So if possible,
make a persuasion check with advantage.
20. So I make 2 d20s, right?
Yeah, 2 d20s with your persuasion check and take the highest.
Okay, persuasion plus 5. So let's see.
Oh my god. 11. Oh, that's meh.
Roll 1d20 plus 5.
14. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Marco just looks over to you, and then back at Annabelle, and then looks back just briefly and just gives a large sigh. Because of you, I'll do this, but I really can't stay too long.
All right. All right. Okay. I kind of remove myself from. And then just kind of ask, "Do you mind watching over Annabelle while I'm gone? And if you really can't wait that long, then you can take. Then I look over at Annabelle. I'm taking Annabelle to Costico with you."
He just nods briefly, just for a moment. All right.
Okay.
I think that sounds like a plan, but know this. I'm doing this as my good deed back for you guys. I know it's not much, and I know you guys put your neck on the line for this child, but I still didn't feel like I deserved to see you guys or do much unless I completely changed myself, but he just sort of contemplates and looks for a moment, but I'm guessing that's what gave you guys a chance on me, concerning that you guys only saw me for the first time.
Just kind of give a brief smile. Hey, for what it's worth, we do trust you. And when I tell the others that I saw you, I'm sure they'd agree with me.
He sort of looks down and just sighs. Okay. The best I could probably do is a day and a half, but if I have to go at any point then, I promise I'll leave a note here. I'll hand it to one of the guards outside.
I nod. Thank you. That's all I can ask. I turn to Annabelle and kind of kneel to her, putting on her shoulders. Annabelle, will you be okay? Will you be okay until I get back?
sort of nods slowly. Okay, I can try,
Listen,
but
what?
is... You promise you'll come back, right?
Hey, I promise, okay? Well, hold on. I reach into my bag and I pull out the potion of healing. I give it to Annabelle.
Okay.
If you listen, how long? I don't know how long I'm gonna be gone for, but if back within a day and a half, and you to go with Marco to Costco, okay? And if you run into any trouble, then you're hurt or he's hurt, any reason, then just okay?
She sort of reluctantly takes the potion and then looks back up at you and just gives a gentle nod. Okay, but please come back. I honestly don't think I could get through another night without knowing that someone died because of me.
Okay. I just
Fucking hell, how old is she?
She's 11.
Fucking hell!
I give her a smile and just kind of head up with my finger. Hey, how about I make you another promise, okay? When I get back, I'll play a song for you. Kind of gesture to my lute as I say this. The lute on my back as I say this.
She sort of just goes wide-eyed and then just nods. Okay. And I can just... She just sort of goes a little teary-eyed for a moment, then just shakes her head and just smiles at you. No, you should probably get going, otherwise you're gonna lose track of your friends.
All right, I nod and give her one last quick pat on the head. I nod at Marco. Say, I'll try to be back as soon as I can. Okay?
Okay. As I say, I'll leave a note if need be, but I really can't stay for too long.
You
All right.
better stay there until I get back, you son of a bitch.
Okay, I nod and then make my way towards the door. And is Villas anywhere in the vicinity at the moment?
Villas is close by. He sort of overheard the conversation. Will you be leaving, Master Zillion?
Just for a while. I'll try to return as soon as I can.
You see Villas just look over and decide. So I'm guessing that your bill will be parted to the gentleman over there?
Yeah. Yes.
Very well. But be aware that if you wish to come back in, you will have to pay to come back. I truly am sorry.
I shake my head. Not, it's fine. It's fine. And will the others have to pay too?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
All right, I'll let them know. Okay, so I rush with all. Okay, so I nod my thanks to Villas at the door. Stop right at the gates. Are they open or closed?
They're currently closed, but then you see Villas raise his hand and then call out, "Customer leaving!" And then, after a brief moment, the doors begin to open, and you see the two guards both standing there, looking quite proud as they are, holding their giant axes right by, almost sort of like they're sort of waiting for you to leave.
Okay. I run past them, tipping my hat to both of them.
Okay.
I'll be taking my leave, but I'll be back soon. I kind of shout this out as I'm running down the road towards Helix,
So
hoping to catch up with the others.
They just watch this flash of color just go right by them, and they're just like, "What? What? Did you see that? No, I saw nothing." All right, and with that, the doors begin to close. And as you're running, Zelion, you just hear this one last thing from Marco going, "Tell Goldie I said sorry!"
I'm gonna punch you in the face when I see you, mate!
Okay, I shall back.
All right, and with
I
that,
shall.
the doors close, and I'm guessing you're running full blast towards to catch up the group, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Meanwhile, we're now going to the other group.
Oh, thank God.
I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Now I can speak again.
Why were you guys so quiet? Meanwhile, I'm just spouting out shit. You guys were just like
Because
so
they
quiet.
were waiting They were waiting for what was going on, I guess. All right,
To
so
be honest,
Yeah,
I was
this is
browsing
what-
Facebook for most of that.
okay, so at this point on the road, this is about 2.5 hours in. So who's manning the cart at this point?
Me!
Oh wow, Trilly
Damn
going
it.
straight to steal it. Okay, Trilly, make an animal handling check. Now, is anyone else sitting up with Trilly at this point?
I mean, I have one of the highest
Sure.
animal handling. Either that or I'm dead asleep. Either that or I'm going back to sleep in the cart.
Okay, well in this case...
I do have my armor on, by the way, right?
I'd say so, yeah. Okay, so Trilly,
Yeah, okay, good.
make an animal handling check. Mugbeard, make a perception check, please.
Trilly would just like to sort of briefly turn to any of the others who are actually awake in the back. Do you want me to sort of put a bit more speed on the horses, see if we can get to Helix a bit quicker?
Well,
Yeah, quicker we get there and sort them out, quicker we can get back to the kin and Zelion.
Go ahead. Whatever makes it get there quicker.
Okay. Alright, so 12 and 11. Okay, so, Trilly, you briefly just sort of tap on the reins. It takes you a bit to get the horses moving, but after a couple of yas and stuff like that, you eventually get the horses to pick up the pace a little bit. They're moving just a little bit faster, and they're moving a lot faster than what they were the night before, obviously because they've had a bit of a night's rest now. Mugbeard, looking out, you do see around you, you can see briefly behind you, this is kind of a waste of me saying this, you can see kind of the outskirts of a large farm area that is quite close to where you guys were staying at the caster, but straight ahead, you guys see, just faintly in the distance, you see the path slowly becoming something of a different material. Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But as you guys are walking onwards, you see briefly a sight of a small monument.
Looks
We're going to go to another chapter, people.
Oh, that
look,
looks interesting.
we can
So-
skip that.
It's up to you guys. I mean, you guys are going bywards, and you see this there. So, Mugbeard, you notice this monument? Trilly, I'd say you are on the cart there, so I guess you have a partial view of it, but not as much as Mugbeard. So what do you guys want to do?
I'm not controlling it, so.
Yeah, that's true. Trilly is the one here, but you've seen, so it's up to you.
Who wants to make a vote?
I'm asleep in the
There.
back of the cart, so it's up to you guys.
Alright then, to wake you bastards up, can I hit them over the head?
Sure, make an unarmed strike. So
How do I
just
do
make
that?
Whatever, it
just
doesn't
make-
do anything unless it's higher than 18.
Yeah, just make an attack roll.
Alright, so just roll a 20.
Just roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
Oh, fuck it. I need my sheet. I need my fucking sheet. Where's the fucking thing?
You
Diana.
okay over there?
Yeah,
Sound like you're
sorry.
dying.
I'm not trying to
Hold
die
on.
on purpose, I swear.
What does at the bottom it says like 15? Does that mean anything?
It's not so much that. Basically, just roll the d20 and add the strength bonus, which I believe is +2, I think, for Caitlin right now.
Yeah, it's just because there was like a 15 at the bottom. I wasn't sure what that meant.
Alright, yeah. Just roll a d20 and add 2.
Well then, no
4.
point in that, was there?
You go for the tap, but they're just sleeping quite heavily.
I hate you with a passion
What?
of 1,000
But-
suns right now.
He's sleeping. Shouldn't she have advantage?
Technically, yes. Go ahead, roll again.
Bravo, Moonraven.
Yeah, I almost forgot. Yeah.
Oh,
18, that hits. So you realize the small tap before does nothing, but then realizing this, you feel a little bit sort of frustrated because you've just obviously woken up and he's gone straight back to sleep. With that, you find a soft spot on his.
No, I punch him right in the face.
Okay, so you punch him square in the nose and you give him a point of damage, but that does wake him
What?
up.
Wake
What
up!
the hell? What was that for?
Waking you up because apparently you need to have a fucking pistol sound to wake you up.
Jeez. Right, you nearly broke my nose. Thank you.
Don't
Does
be
anyone have a
boys.
Does anyone have a handkerchief?
Sorry, fresh out.
Fine, Mugbeard, hand me your cloak.
Nope.
So as you guys are moving at a fast pace, you guys are briskly moving along. You guys are basically the entrance of a pathway, and you guys can see the monument clearly on your left now.
Ooh, that looks interesting.
Sleep with one eye open from now on.
Alright.
I'll just play my lyre at this point.
Okay, fair enough. As you guys are briefly going by it, there is actually a figure standing right by the side of it.
No. No.
The figure is actually. I'm going to need. Can I get somebody? Oh, that's pretty good for a performance. You play it quite nicely. In fact, as you're playing the lyra, the figure alerts and looks up in your direction.
Thanks, Mugbeard.
You then see.
No problem, mate.
You then see the figure, who currently has his arms crossed. He then begins to loosen them, and with that, you see a jolt to a figure that is basically standing in your pathway, and he jumps right in there. He's actually going to accidentally scare the horses.
No, surely we're gonna get thrown off the cart.
That is a 17.
We're getting thrown off the cart.
Yeah.
Except I didn't take any more damage this
With
time.
that, the horses stop suddenly, and you all jerk forward.
I didn't take a hit point. I don't know
agility
about
check?
anyone else.
Yeah, if you guys want to make it... In fact, yeah, you guys make an agility check to see if you guys are still on the cart. I would like... So everyone except Zillion, make an athletic check, please.
Oh, that's a +5 from me.
Yeah, so
So-
just make a straight athletics
shouldn't
check.
it be
Oh, crap.
acrobatics?
At least it made a 13.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
I'll
make
take
it,
a
make it
13.
acrobatics.
Okay, that's a +3.
No, why not athletics, you bastards?
I think that might have
Again, it's the same roll!
9. Oh dear.
It's the same
And an
roll!
8. Oh, she has no bonus. So,
Ashton,
okay,
you took a
Mugbeard.
good roll.
Mugbeard, with you in the back of the cart, you managed to see this sudden. You grip hold of the side of the cart and just managed to hold. Magnus, with you being partially asleep, you jerk backwards, and with the skin of your teeth, you just about fall to the side, to the back of the cart before you fall out, but you manage to grip hold of the back to keep yourself from falling out backwards. As for Trilly and Goldie, you both don't catch this by as quick reaction, and you both fall off the sides of the cart, with Trilly falling off the front towards the side of the horse, and Goldie falling off the cart, falling onto the side path.
I fucking
Okay,
hate games!
I would like to say this.
Who in the
Rude.
hell are you?
This is just rude, man. I'm playing my lyre here, and you're just jumping in front of the cart, scaring the horses,
Can I just
making
start
my
up to him
allies
and ask him
and
who the-
Magnus get ruffled up.
The fi-
a
Just-
little bit? I just cracked my neck. Holy! You know that thing where people twist their heads to the side and crack their neck? That's what just
Yeah.
happened.
yeah, that sort of, yeah, that sort of thing. The figure actually looks up and goes,
No, I mean in real life.
"Oh, yeah, that makes
Oh,
sense." Yeah,
shit,
That
dude,
hurt.
you're right.
That hurt.
yeah. Oh,
Anyway, continue.
okay. The figure looks up all at the group and goes, "Forgive me, I mean no disrespect, but
Okay.
You
That's-
sure about that?
honestly, I mean not. Oh, I pray to
Wait.
I pray to the Fall Master. I pray that you may forgive me for my recklessness to these travelers and to their steed."
Done.
I thought it would require more beer for you.
You
Wait,
know what?
that's an
Instead
option?
of just
Is it not?
asking forgiveness, how about you how about you give us money? You know, as
Explain yourself. What are you doing in the middle of the road?
I hate you.
Oh, I almost forgot. I should probably introduce. It is rude of me to not show my manners where it is appropriate. My name is Tox. Tox for the record.
That's what I thought.
Talks.
I am a master of the monk skills. I am the perfectionist of the way of the drunken master.
All right, we don't really
Oh,
care
no.
because of your monologue.
Oh no! It's one of Mugbeard's relatives!
No.
Oh no!
Yeah!
Oh
But like,
no!
Beard time! I'm sorry, I planned this.
Oh
The figure
no!
looks. So the figure looks up, and he sees you, Mugbeard, with your loot there, and you see his face go wide. He then rushes to your side and goes, "I thought that loot sounded familiar, Master Mugbeard."
It's a liar.
Oh my
Always mistaken.
No.
this.
no!
Please just strike us dead right now.
Please, just someone stab him
The figure
quickly!
The figure looks over at you and goes, "You guys do not know who you are messing with. This is Master Mugbeard. He is he is the master of the drunken technique. He is the creator of it."
I've knocked him unconscious 3 times.
I wanna fuck it. I'm gonna go fucking bash my head on the nose
You
You're
know
a
I
drunken
never wanted
master?
the title of master.
and hope this is all a terrible nightmare.
It isn't.
Oh
The
my
figure looks
God.
up. Oh, you.
I'm not even there. I wish I was there.
You really, really don't.
He looks up and
You
goes,
wanna swap?
I should have stayed.
Me too.
"This
Because
is
I would have picked up Marco and brought him with me.
Same. I would have picked, I would have picked any traveler. A fucking midget.
I
but not
love
a
this.
fucking
I
drunken
love this."
bastard.
Okay, can we move on with the story,
Yes.
please?
So Tox just looks over at the rest of you and then looks back at you, Mugbeard, and goes, "At last, it is actually a good thing I have found you. You left so suddenly again. Seriously, this is the 3rd time you have done this. Why have you left under such pretenses? You need to
Wait.
come back."
Wait, you ran away from
You know I never
Mugbeard?
wanted the title of master. So don't call me that.
But Master, you were chosen to be the leader. You deserve that right to be.
I'm sorry, what?
Huh?
You,
Did I hear
He's a
that right?
he's the head of your monastery.
Well, one of them, but no.
What? You just-
By the way, just to clarify, this is actually all part of his backstory. This is true, for the record.
Can I roll a perception check?
You can make an insight check. Go ahead.
Please.
Make an insight check.
Insight, +1.
This should be interesting.
Okay.
17.
17.
Finally, a good roll.
You look over at Mugbeard and you look at Tox. You look at the two of them together, and their faces don't change. They are about as serious as they have been.
This is real.
I physically hate the world.
This is you're not lying.
No.
Tox just sort of nods and goes, "Oh, this is true. This master, or fake master as you're calling him, he has chosen to be the leader of the mighty monastery that we reside within. He is the one chosen by the head himself to take charge, and he chooses to leave on a drinking beverage journey."
That makes
Well,
oh my
There are
fucking
more of them.
God! Can I
To
just
be
start whacking
fair,
my
we
head across the
always
cart?
did that in the monastery. This is not new.
Yes, but we only did that once a month. We learned this. You understand what the master told you. Discipline
No.
Can I start whacking
You
my
guys
head
only
on the
did it
cart,
once
please?
a month.
Can we leave?
Oh my God! I just want to fucking crawl up into a ball. I should have stayed asleep. Why did you wake me for this?
Hey, none of you knew this was
supposed to
happening.
know?
So Tox just looks over, just briefly, and goes, I let my anger get a hold of me. And you see him then kneel down, and he sort of looks like he's getting into a similar position, almost like he's doing a proposal, but you see that he has himself on one knee, both his hands flat on the floor, and you see him then just look up suddenly and goes, "Master! I pray for your forgiveness that my excitement and my anger clouded my vision. I have become delusioned by the drunken master way."
Can
Drink
I
more
die?
beer.
Can
Like, I
someone
wanna
please
die.
knock me out? Please?
At this point,
I'd rather be
Sure.
At
asleep.
this point, with Tox flat on the floor, he looks under the cart and he notices Trilly on the ground. His eyes then widen and he goes,
Oh no.
"Aha! A halfling! Master! Why are you traveling with the enemy?"
Just for the record, I'm lying under 2 horses and I can see 3 arseholes.
That was brilliant! That's a brilliant! You see Tox? Oh my! Fuck you, AR! You see Tox look at you and goes, "Silence, you indefinite little twerp! Master, explain why you're traveling with him. Is he not part of the race that destroyed us?"
How fucking drunk are you? I'm a woman.
He looks over and goes, "Sorry, it's hard to tell when I'm not this side of the cart and you're so tiny."
My God, you're pissed.
Can we knock him out now, please?
Yes.
Go ahead, man.
Mugbeard, what do you think? Should we knock him
Go
out
ahead,
and leave him in a ditch?
If one of you wants
You
to
can
make a-
try, but I don't think you will be able to.
I'm gonna do an attack roll.
Go ahead, make an attack roll.
Unarmed. Let's see what my unarmed strike is.
Unarmed strike. Okay.
It's a +5. I
Plus
think.
5. Okay.
Hit DC is 5.
Yep. Let me get my notes just briefly on this guy because I actually made this. Okay. Go ahead. Ready to go?
1 second. Yeah. +5. Ready?
All right. Ready.
20, 20, 20, 20 and a half. 16.
16. 16 just hits.
Yes! Thank Christ!
It
I
only
knocked him out.
Just hits. Okay, so you clout the guy square in the head. You catch him by surprise and you knock him flat onto the floor. You see him stir for a little bit based on the attack, and then he just sort of lays there limp. He sort of just briefly looks up. Does this main character go for a bit? Well, that depends on you, because he's generally just trying to drag you away by force at this point.
You want to leave him in a ditch?
Yeah. So you see Tox just sort of briefly just sort of look with one eye, just briefly goes, "You dare," and then he just falls limp.
I do dare. Yes. What do you think we should do with him, Mugbeard?
Leave him in a ditch.
I agree.
I'll give him some beer. He'll wake up.
How about we don't
I
wake
get
him
my
up,
my
ever, in a
beard
century?
flask.
How about we don't wake him up, please?
Hold on. Moon, what are you doing?
I'm getting my beard flask, open the top, and using it as smelling salt.
Okay. So you see him just briefly just sort of waving it around, almost similar to like, literally as you say, to like a smelling salt. You see him stir for a little bit, and then you see him slowly coming to. He opens his eyes as he looks quite dazed, and he slowly sits up and shakes his head. He then looks over at the half-orc that just basically clouded him. And
Try that again.
Don't insult my companions.
he looks over at you. Companions?
Yeah, even the half-orc and the halfling is not as it's not a tribal one. She's fine most of the times.
And for the record, I nearly beat him in a drinking contest.
You didn't, so you failed.
Nearly.
No.
I can't believe you lost at that. I lost money.
And I can't either. My luck was not
So
my
Tox,
favorite last.
so Tox then looks over at at you, Goldie, and with a surprise reaction, he doesn't seem as surprised before and goes, oh, "By the gods, huh? You're traveling. So I'm not sure what's more surprising." The fact you're traveling with somebody who's taller than you by nearly three times. You're traveling with the enemy, and you're traveling with a dragon.
Why is everyone like surprised to see me? I mean,
Because you're a dragonborn.
yeah.
But
And
Why
you're an
are
ugly
you
fuck.
here?
That's
That's a good point. Before I knock you out again and leave you in a ditch, why are you here?
Do that, and I'll slap you with my quarterstaff.
I'll break it in half.
So he slowly.
And I'll steal your beard flask.
So Tox slowly gets up and he just briefly looks back over at the stone monument where he was currently situated. I was just paying respects to the monument over there. Tell me, Mugbeard, you must remember, Master, the teachings.
Yeah, I've been there for 50 years of my life. I know the teachings.
Yeah, so currently at the moment, Zelion is still running. By the way, you're still too far to catch up at this point, Zelion, so you're nowhere near at this point.
Oh boy.
So
What's so important about the bloody monument?
That's a good question.
His eyes widen. That bloody monument? That bloody monument was erected
You just had to say that.
That bloody monument was erected for those who fell during the questionable race. That thing is almost like a gravestone, but... And you see him walk towards it. Come on, show ya!
Didn't know that. Thank you. Sorry.
Look, it's fine. The truth is, you see him turn around, and he looks back at you. The truth about this monument over here is, it was erected for those who fell, but there's rumor that it has another purpose.
Oh.
He looks over at you. You studied for all these years and you don't remember all this. Mugbeard.
I rolled for insight.
Yep.
Did I roll for history?
Yeah. Roll for history. History would probably be your better intention on this.
Okay, just deduct one.
Motherfucker, roll normal.
Damn it.
Nice try.
Yeah.
12.
Fuck.
It's been a while since you recalled any of this information, but you do remember hearing about the history about these monuments. You do know that these monuments have been set up all over Monu, but you're unfamiliar as to how many, where they are, but you are at least a bit familiar with the slightly hidden message about them.
Of course I know there's a hidden message, but come on. Let's not make this about me. Teach my companions, please.
You are the worst liar in the history of ever.
Can I punch? No, I'm gonna save that for later.
Were you gonna say you're gonna punch me?
No, Mugbeard, but I'm gonna save that for later.
So Tox
No, or whatever the hell his name is. I'm gonna knock him out later.
So Tox just sort
As
of
is tradition.
Tox just sort of coughs heavily, like, if you wish to know, then I suppose it's best to enlighten those that were not raised in the ways.
I love how you went from Scottish to English back to whatever.
I fucking don't know what accent I had in mind, though. Fine. Okay, fine.
Make it Scottish.
Next accent. Scottish, that's it, right.
So drunk his accent changes.
Hey, I'm sorry that my voice accent goes all over the place, young lassie.
Now he sounds like a drunkman. Drunkman.
Yeah.
That's
yes.
master of the drunk. You cocky little...
It's been a while since I've fought a Scotsman.
Yeah. Aye, me bottle of ale. Anyway, sorry.
This is the Tox I remember.
Yes. Anyway, the little hidden message is it's rumored that these monuments are said to be connected to the questionable race. It's rumored that each monument beneath them lies a catacomb that was served as a tomb for the legendary warriors that united themselves when they passed away.
Wait a minute. Is there a map of all these?
Sadly, the map was destroyed during our attack.
Well, no, of course, because nothing would be easy, will it?
I have an idea what the message is, and I'm pretty sure it's coordinates on them.
And tell me, young half-orc, what do you believe it is?
Think about it. How many of these are there in total, do you think?
You see him ponder for a little moment. From what I remember, there's at least 6.
6 points on the map. Think about it, and then you intersect all of them, and whatever they meet ends up being the point of where we should go. I need a favor from you, and I'm willing to pay you.
Really?
You see him look up for a moment. You just clouted me in the face.
Yes, and you gave me information, and I apologize for that.
You want to bribe a monk.
I'll pay you in beer.
You see his eyes widen. Tell me more, and I'll consider.
I need you, and I will give you 3 casks. If you go and find each one of these monuments, mark it on a map, and bring it back to me. I'll even throw it in a 4th one if you do it within a week.
You see him make a persuasion check with advantage.
Advantage?
Alright, what's my persuasion?
I'd say advantage because he is drunken. He's part of the drunken class, so the sound of beer does kind of tempt him.
The drunken class, is that an actual thing?
I'll take the 15.
The drunken master, yes, that is actually what Mugbeard is. That is the role he picked.
I physically hate the world.
For the record, I looked it up. It's actually pretty good, surprisingly.
I'll take the 15.
4 and a 15. Okay.
Because I have a 0 with persuasion.
He's gonna make an insight in that. Okay.
Please tell me I made it.
You see him look up, and then he ponders for a bit. You need not give me the temptation of the 4th one, because it's impossible to explore Monu in a week. But
fine. How about this? A 5th one. I'll give you 2 extra casks if you do it within 2 months.
You had me at that. For the record, he rolled a 2. You just made the deal bigger.
Fuck!
Congratulations, mate.
I mean,
Okay.
I have the gold for it.
Fine.
I have the
Yeah.
gold for it.
So Tox. Yes.
You have your loyalty to the monastery.
I'll give you half of one if you let him go.
No. You've got more important things to do.
I hate you. Oh, God, so
Tox just ponders and goes, "You're right. It is something of more important." And
You
that's-
can send one of the younglings to do that, and we can
Make up your mind already.
Oh my God! Quick, quit!
So
He's too important.
Tox just.
Do you want me to
comes-
smash him in the head?
No, I'll do that later.
So Tox just sort of walks up to you, Mugbeard, and just sort of he gets back in the same praying position that he was in before. You know, the slight proposal, hands flat on the floor, and instead of looking straight up at the sky, he looks up at you, Master.
I slap him in the face.
Master, I did not deserve.
Stand up.
Jesus
Slowly-
Christ!
he slowly-
Jesus, we're equals.
We're equals, Master.
Yes, I'm not a master. Never accepted that title.
Then, you see him hesitate for a moment and then just look back. But Mugbeard, sir, I think I should at least deserve the sir part. But anyway, what do you wish me to do? You're still my senior, and the truth is, I came to find you to bring you back.
Is the monastery in danger?
No, but the young'uns are... They're confused.
Well, that's nothing new.
But we know not the ways to teach. We are not that ready. You have been there for so long. You know what it's like to lead. You know what it's like to teach. They are the ones who need guidance. I am but a lonely servant who doesn't know left from right.
Well, left is where your thumb is on the right side. If you
I physically
use
hate
it like
this.
this. But you know I never wanted to teach the pupils.
He just sort of looks down and just sighs. There really is.
We've got the other masters for that.
Bugbeard. If you let him go on this journey, maybe he'll learn his left from his right, and then maybe he'll... Do you know how to read a map, by the way?
You asking
Tox?
Tox?
Yes, Tox.
Tox just looks up and goes, "It's how I've got here so far.
Fair point.
I managed to find a map, and I just managed to.
You have a map?
Yeah. And you
Where's-
see him pull out this large map that he has, and I sadly I don't have it on me, but
By
I
the
will.
Nard. By the 9.
So you spent 3 years finding me, or did you actually do other things in between?
Well,
I guess drinking.
I sadly had a bit of a diverse moment.
That is so
Oh.
sad.
Continue?
He found beer.
Yes.
I
So-
followed the customs. The customs said that when you leave the monastery on a mission, you spend the first half the year, you go around and you drink to prepare yourself.
Jesus Christ,
enough.
this explains so much!
Yeah,
Why isn't the class fucking dead yet?
I don't know how he's not... Oh
at
my
this
God.
point,
Toxic resistance.
at this point,
Fucking
all
hell.
of you then begin to hear something behind you.
Oh, that's
I raise
You
my
probably
hear,
sword.
you hear the sound of heavy running as you turn behind and you see this figure who is turned from a large run to sort of this staggering sort of stamina sort of slump. And you can see that it's Zelion.
Figures.
Oh my God. We stalled for that long?
Yes.
Jeez.
that kind of
What the
approach.
Wait, what are you doing here? Where's Annabelle?
I
Yeah.
raised my finger. Just give me a moment.
You don't have a moment. Why aren't you with her?
Why did you?
You
Did
see,
you just
Tox.
seriously run?
That's
Currently, I can say because of this, Zelion, you are now at 2 levels of exhaustion.
Ooh.
Like,
Trilly offers Eliana water skin.
I kind of push it away. I'm fine. I've got
Where's
I
Annabelle?
I pull out my own water skin. Go and take a drink from it before answering. She's still at the Costa with Marco.
With
With?
Marco?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Son of... Is he still there?
He should be. Yes. Yes.
All right.
Wait, what?
All right, Drunken Masters and whoever else wants to stay. Who wants to go back and get him?
Wait.
Wait, Marco.
Tox, you're coming with us.
I'm going back.
Right, okay, everyone slow down a little bit. So Mugbeard is wanting to bring Tox along.
Yup.
Okay, and it sounds like you guys are sort of wanting to go back. Okay, so carry on there. So carry on. What's going on ahead?
Hold on, there's a reason I'm here. It came about what's going on in.
Deep breaths.
Out with it.
I take.
I've already had to knock someone out today. I'm not in a very good mood.
Okay. All right. Jeez. Patient. All right. Listen, Marco actually just came from Helix.
It's not overrun?
Actually, it was the southern wall, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The has been breached by scorpion tail things.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. The situation's pretty bad according to Marco.
At least it's not as bad as we thought it was going to be. I thought there were going to be spiders in the streets.
Another thing. He's actually planning on going to Costico.
When?
Let's see. When I left him, he said he'd stay there watching over Annabelle for a day and a half. And if I didn't return within that time, he'd leave with her.
Right. To answer Chopper's question, it's currently been about 3.5 hours.
Perfect. That means we're with it. All right. Who has the Raven?
Really?
It really does, but if you
Actually,
don't
no, that'll warn him.
Unfortunately, Trilly mentioned that it might be still recharging.
It's Marco, not Bora,
The
guys.
Raven's still charging.
No.
Right,
Okay.
what if
Who
I-
wants to go with
What
me
if
to
I-
drag
what
his...
if I make my way down there?
Who wants to go over there and drag his ass with us?
I
Yup.
will.
All right.
Wait,
Turn this cart around. We're going back for him.
Wait,
No,
Oh.
no. You are going. I am getting him.
I'm going with her.
No,
By the way,
I think you've ran enough today. You go with them. Someone else can come with me.
I'm going with... I'm going.
I promised Annabelle I'd return.
I don't care what promise you've made. You ran. You're exhausted right now. Anymore, you're probably gonna die of exhaustion. And plus, they need to go to Helix to stop these scorpions before it gets any worse. So please,
We've got a cart.
stop
Let's
being
just
so
go
stubborn.
back.
We're getting in the car. Here's the thing. Now that we're back together, we're going to turn around, get Marco, and convince him or knock him out in order to bring him with us.
Guys, he can't stay long.
What?
Idiot! We won't have time to go back for him.
He's going to be traveling on a boat when he reaches Costico.
so which direction is the cart going?
So right now, at the minute, the cart is facing towards going towards Helix. Yeah, so that way, where it's kind of demonstrated by Mugbeard, thank you. That's the way back to the fortress, the caster. Sorry, just so you know, the heads up.
So let's just. So I'll make my way back to Marco and get him.
Get Gold. Oh, by the way, Goldie, he has a message for you.
Oh, what does he have?
A
Sorry.
message.
Oh well, I'm so happy to hear that. Yay! Sorry for leaving me without saying goodbye.
We're going
Look, the
back
city
for him.
will be overrun if we take a short detour to go back.
Exactly.
It's fine.
So I'll go.
Won't be or will be.
It is already overrun, so it will be
Already
overrun when
overrun.
we take a detour.
Guys, okay. If we keep talking here, people are gonna get killed by fucking insects. I'll go. Zillion, you go with them. At least you know some healing spells.
Wait, you're the one that knew the healing? We didn't bring a healer.
Goldie was the cleric, just for the record.
You didn't know.
I kind of.
want to die.
I'm sorry, it's been a month. I've gotten lost.
I kind of think about it for a moment, and then I kind of sigh. How far are we from Helix at the moment?
Right now, you guys are just under a day's travel.
All right.
So I'll get him. Maybe I can find a horse. Maybe I could find a horse in that
Better
town.
idea. Take one of the horses we have right now. Get
Good
back
idea.
there and if you have to, tie his ass up. I can give you the rope to do it.
Good. Thank you.
All right,
I'll gladly do it.
I give her.
What about Annabelle?
Annabelle. Oh, right. She's going with us too.
I
Sorry,
was wondering
my.
I was wondering
Sorry,
how long
I'm
it would
not.
take.
I'm sorry. I'm not a very.
Yeah,
if you have,
she was going to Costco. He was going to Costco anyway. He said he'd keep an eye on her.
True, but she also said she'd go with us.
I'm not going to endanger her. If there is,
Do you think it's easy for me to do this?
Chris, can I just sneak away?
Yeah,
please?
go ahead. Make a stealth check.
Thank
Do you think this is easy for me to bring a child into a war zone?
Yo,
Okay.
well, it's hard to imagine your concern since you're so willing to bring it. War zone in the first place.
Where do you think you're going, Goldie?
Okay, no, hold on.
You haven't rolled. Shut up.
Goldie was going to try sneak you guys while you guys were having the argument. Mugbeard, you notice and you watch as Goldie is beginning to untie one of the horses off the cart.
I'm fine with that.
Oh, okay, carry on.
Thanks. Can I? All right. I'll see you losers later.
Technically, wouldn't our passive perception just beat the stealth score?
Oh, you're right. Yes, passive perception. You're right. I
Yeah.
forgot.
So I was right of calling Goldie
Yeah,
up.
sorry.
enough.
My apologies. I almost forgot everyone's got passive perception. I almost forgot about that.
What's that?
Basically, it's the standard perception that you have to try basically beat someone with a stealth roll.
Oh, I have 13.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, that standard ones are between 12 to 14.
I got 11,
Well,
so I beat it.
it is actually the average result for a task done repeatedly. And
I'm new at this.
this is
Okay.
maybe not repeatedly, especially since you're already distracted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys were distracted, technically.
so I get an advantage.
Go ahead. I'll allow it this time. Go ahead. Make another roll because you've got advantage because technically everyone else is bickering.
Sure.
Wow! Okay.
Well, now.
Well,
Fucking girl.
okay. I'd say that you're going through this, but the horse begins to neigh and alerts attention.
What was that? Oh my god. Really?
What?
Don't take that one. I don't know his name yet.
Jesus Christ. Really? Get back here!
All right. I need. Wait. Maybe. I have an idea.
What's the idea?
Where's agility?
He's going to try and be quick.
Yes. Where the fuck is? I don't have agility. Where is it?
Wouldn't it be athletics?
Yeah, athletics is the sort of one you're looking under.
Yes, athletics.
Okay.
Can I
Or
try and run up?
acrobatics.
I need to ask though, Goldie, what exactly are you wanting to do?
I want to fucking untie the horse and get the fuck out.
Can I roll to get over there before Goldie does it?
Sure. Both make an athletics check.
+5 it is.
I think it'd be dexterity, so acrobatics. But
So wait, dexterity
Actually,
or
yeah.
acrobatics?
I would say for Magnus, yeah, it would be dex because he'd have to climb over the bit because these guys are on
All
the
right,
other side.
+3 then.
So do I make a dexterity?
Okay, 10. As for you, Caitlin, make a. Just make a. Hold on. If you're untying the horse, make a.
I'm quickly getting on it. So basically, it's like
yeah, this is tricky.
it's untying it quick, so it would be a dexterity thing.
wait, like untying it and then getting right on it.
Okay, go ahead. Do a dexterity, but I'd say because you're trying to do two at once, I'd say do it at disadvantage.
Oh fuck me.
Because you have been noticed, so I'd say do it as a disadvantage. So you gotta beat 10.
It's not very hard.
Well, no, she's got this, remember?
Disadvantage.
In fact,
Oh, that's right.
I
get
take a low
athletics
roll.
instead.
Nope.
Oh,
Just make it.
I despise
It
you,
can
mate.
happen. Hey, I have to play the rules.
Nope.
20.
Oh my god!
20. Oh, the disadvantage screwed that over.
What's the
Imagine she
disadvantage?
gets a natural one this time.
She has to roll D20 twice and take the lowest of the two.
That's right.
10!
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that went multiple times. Oh, it's a 10. Oh.
So wait, we tied?
Yeah, you both tied. So just as Goldie has untied the rope and freed the horse, Magnus, you managed to make your way, and you are within arm's reach of Goldie.
I pull her off the horse.
No, I kick him in the face.
You probably can't.
Wait,
Okay,
I
you
can
know
kick
what?
him in the face.
If I
Coin
may,
flip.
tell you what,
Yep.
I'll do this proper. I'm going to make the roll to decide who breaks the tie.
All right.
Please. I want to go.
Okay. Chopper, odd or
Yep.
even?
Even.
Okay, Caitlin gets odd.
Please.
Okay. So, in this scenario, Goldie, you hop onto the horse, and just for clarification, which horse are you taking? You taking the white one or the brown one?
White one.
White one, okay. Alright, so you hop onto the white horse. At this point, you turn and you see Magnus reaching out for you with his giant half-orc hand.
Shit.
At this point, you snap forward, causing him to miss and fall forward.
Oh!
It was,
Yes.
in case you wondered, it was a 7. Caitlin got the win.
Oh!
So, Goldie, I will allow you a free action before anyone else does anything.
Oh fuck.
So you get
Um,
one
Did you-
action. Wait,
Did she take the horse with the name?
no, the brown one was the one with the name. The white one's the one you didn't get.
Literally gets the shout, "Come back!"
Wait.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna have the horse go into a gallop and run towards the where we went.
caster?
I call after Goldie as she leaves. Oh, by the way, you have to pay to get back in.
All right. So at this point, you guys watch as this streak of white and gold bolts past you, and you see that this horse is rushing by with a dragonborn riding on the top.
Goldie!
I wave and say, "Be back soon."
Hey, you don't forget to pay.
Okay. I'd say that's
Awful.
just within ear's reach to be heard. All right. So at
I
Oh, for the
was
love of the
pissed
world,
off.
mother.
I got a 20, and it's
Ugh.
like, nah, bitch, you're gonna get a 10
Yeah.
instead.
sorry, I had to play the rules on that one.
I'm so angry right now.
Yeah, but at this point, you guys watch as the streak rushes by, and you see the horse galloping as fast as its legs can go with it. The
I
rest
should
of
have used
you-
the animal handling.
The rest, I'd say. You know what? Yeah, this is going off on a thing. So, Caitlin, make one more roll for me. Animal handling check, please.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
You are technically galloping off, so you have to have control over it.
Why? I fucking hate you. This
8.
game, I swear, this game hates me.
So as you're galloping off, you see the horse beginning to sort of swerve side to side. It's not quite adjusted to having a dragonborn on its back. It is going a bit slower pace, but I'd say it's moderate at best. You're
Did you
not
give
going
the
at full
beard
speed.
beer, Mugbeard?
What?
Did you give the horse beer by any chance?
No.
Yeah.
She's a dragonborn. Would you? She's a dragonborn, and she's a dragonborn. Do you think the horse can handle the weight?
That's why it's moving slower pace, just because it's not quite used to it.
I'm not fat.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying it's adjusting to a dragonborn. It hasn't adjusted to some. Okay, I'll put it a bit blunt. The horse has never been ridden on its back before. It's pulled carts, but never been ridden. So, because not one of you has ridden the horse yet, it's not adjusted
I
to
had.
it yet.
I thought I rode the horse.
You rode the brown one, not the white one. That's why I asked you which one you go. That's why I asked you which one Caitlin rode off on. All right. So at this point,
Holy.
you guys watch this figure go by, and you're just stood there, just contemplating the next move. As Tox looks over at you and goes, "Is this normal, Master?"
Sometimes, yes.
I agree with the dwarf.
Are we going after her, or what?
She's gone off on her own business. Or split up again! Crying. I
hope she doesn't do any. I hope she doesn't do anything stupid.
I mean, it's Marco, and it's her and Marco. Yes! It's something weird. If we don't come back to that thing, place burning down, something happens.
She will not hurt Annabelle. I will kill her myself if she
You
does.
and me both.
Oh well, thanks, mate.
At this point, Tox looks over and goes, "If I can at least state a teaching in this proverb."
Oh, shut up, you horse's ass.
I mean, you would know. You stared at one for a while.
I blink in confusion. Did I miss something?
You missed a lot. You missed a very good remark from Trilly.
I still love that remark for the record.
That is my favorite. That is my favorite remark from now on.
All right.
Anyway, hey, look. Here's what we're gonna do. Actually, what do you guys think? Should we set up camp here for now, or do you think we should keep going to Helix? Or do you think we should
camp. That way we can better prepare, and I can get some freaking rest.
Yeah. All right.
We already had rest.
All right. How about this?
Yeah, well,
We get in the car.
Zelion's on 2 levels of exhaustion, though. That's the problem.
I got an idea. Zelion, get in the cart. We'll start moving forward at a slow pace, so Goldie and Marco, if he's knocked out, and Annabelle can catch up with us.
I don't.
And you would pass out in the back.
I still don't agree with taking Annabelle with us. She could get seriously hurt.
I mean, I brought my daughters on a couple of raids before they turned 15.
She's not your kid.
True. But still. Look, from what my experience is, even though it's hurt me in the past, is that experience helps harden the soul. And she's already been through a lot, and she needs to get some anger out, if I had to take a gander. And honestly, the best way to do that is by avenging her father and going with us. It's what I did with mine.
We already avenged her father by killing the Knolls.
Half of them! Remember? The other halves that We should have slaughtered the entire village. Look, we need to go. We need to go before the scorpions break the wall.
All right, fine. I'm too tired to argue about this, but I swear, if Annabelle dies, I'm blaming you.
I would have already killed myself by that point.
Jesus.
I
Right?
can't lose another.
So, just to clarify, are all of you in agreement for this move, or does anyone have any opinion they want to state?
I say we go.
Okay, Magnus for go. Zelion?
Okay, I just climb into the cart and just kind of lay down just to.
Okay. Trilly?
I'll sort the horse out. Give me a moment.
Okay. Tox just looks over at you, Moped. You're going to Helix?
Yes?
Then I'm coming too.
No. Remember that bribe I
Okay,
gave?
you can come.
Remember that thing I gave you? Promised you if you were to map out all those? You need to go back to your monastery, tell them you found us, and then send out a young one to go map all those markers.
He looks over at you for a moment and then glances back at Mugbeard.
Bye.
You just
And if we get it done within 2 months, I'll even buy you an extra cask just for you.
You see him sigh heavily just for a moment. And then you see him then run off in the other direction, running the same direction where the caster was. You see him rush back and he goes, "Fine, but this will not go unpunished!" And he begins running off in the other direction.
Bye!
If the monastery is actually endangered, let me know. I'll help.
Okay, I kind of peek over.
And tell the youngling to meet me in Hope Key in 2 months!
Yeah, and I kind of peek out from the cart, just watching this, and I'm just like, who the heck was that guy?
You don't want to know.
That's
He still
Tox.
has feelings.
I believe you. I lay back down.
Okay. So you guys get adjusted. Trilly, you just about tied the horse into a position where it's just into a comfortable position to pull the cart. Okay.
I'll walk alongside the cart.
So Magnus is walking alongside the cart. Okay. So
Because I weigh the most, and hence I will weigh down the most.
So who's taking charge of the horse?
Sure.
Trilly will do it again.
And by walk, I mean don't get left behind.
All right. Trilly, make an animal handling check for me, please. 14. Okay.
Oh.
It takes you a while to get adjusted to this, but you do eventually get the horse moving, and you start to move at a slow pace with the half-orc walking by the side. At this point, you guys continue going onwards towards Helix at a slow pace, and meanwhile, Goldie is making hope.
I was gonna say, do you think I can stop so I can head off to bed?
Yeah, I was actually gonna say we were getting to a bit. I was just getting to a bit where we can just drop this for the night. So Goldie, we'll save Goldie. It takes you a couple of hours, but you do arrive at the caster at roughly about 1:30 in the afternoon, and you stand there. You basically sat there on the horse, and your eyes glance over the caster. And at this point, I will say this is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh no, you didn't have to end it tonight.
No, it's okay. Remember, we need you, in other words, to react to Marco.
I'm so sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
It's fine.
No, in fairness, so you actually fell into some of the things I had ready to go, so thank God for that.
Oh my! Are we that predictable?
This
Yes.
time, yes.
Damn you!
The problem is, I knew one of you was going to try something, and when you said to attack the monk, I was like, Oh, they're gonna do it. Oh, they're gonna do it.
And knocked him out in the first
Yeah,
try.
you got very lucky it was a knockout strike. If you did more, I was actually tempted to get you blasted with his drunken style. And for the record,
That
that
can knock
is
you
a
out.
job class, for the record.
And
With a
wait, what
job
about me?
class?
What about Goldie stealing the horse?
Goldie
To do
stealing
it-
the horse. That, I will admit, did not predict.
Haha!
That I did not
Expect the
predict.
unexpected.
Yeah. So fuck.
And I almost got you.
Yeah, almost. And Trilly, can we just say best moment ever? Trilly's joke.
Yep,
Thank you.
agreed.
Trilly's
Yeah.
joke. Best joke of the whole stream.
How long did that take you to come up with?
Not that long actually.
He adapted. That's the way it works. Anyway, guys, with that said, so, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for tonight's live stream on Dungeons and Dragons. I'm afraid the perception roll has gone small, so now we must end. So, with that said, guys, I hope this stream hasn't been a clusterfuck of info and stuff like that. Let's see what happens now. So, our
Roll
team
for
is
one.
on the. Oh wow! How'd you do that?
I cheat.
At least he's honest. So let's go through. So
He
let's,
rolled
go, so let's go through the recap just to brief things up here. So the team is on their way to Helix with the information of the south wall being broken. Meanwhile, Goldie has gone backwards to try to meet up with the friend who ran off without a goodbye. How will this adventure go on the next episode? And more importantly, what will this lead to? Well, we will have to see how things go on the next episode. So with that said, guys, if you were charged with joy with this episode, be sure and hit the subscribe button and check out the other YouTube channel. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. So, it's goodbye from Goldie, aka Caitlin.
See you guys.
It's goodbye from Trilly, aka Aeon.
Bye.
It's goodbye from Mugbeard, aka Moonraven.
Bye.
It's goodbye from Zelion, aka Dell.
Boy, everybody.
And a goodbye from Magnus, aka Chopper.
Later.
And with that said, this is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers, signing off on Let's Play Live Perception Check. Stay charged, and catch you all later! Goodbye!
Boy.
Later.